Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with
Michael Anthony Fitness.
And as always, I want to thank you guys and girls and you for watching, commenting, subscribing, and make sure you hit the subscribe button, okay? Hit the subscribe button so that way you can get all the news that is on the Dallas Cowboys. And we are 4 hours away from kickoff of the Washington football team going against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we'll see what happens on that situation.
I couldn't believe yesterday
With
the Giants, because I didn't pick on to win that game in the beginning of the season.
Well, the Giants are definitely trending up.
But the thing is, though, I can say that the Seahawks played like that against the Eagles.
Well, yeah.
But the Eagles are just a bad team.
The Eagles are just a bad team. Now I want to say something here, okay? You know, I know you Eagle fans just say you just scared of Carson Wentz. I'm scared that they won't be playing Carson Wentz. That's what I'm scared of. Can we finally put to bed this whole thing of Carson Wentz being better than Dak Prescott?
How many touchdowns did Hurts have last week when he was in the game? I think 2.
Well, here's the amazing thing. Here's an interesting stat for all of you Eagle fans out there. The Eagles have had 3 pass plays of over 30 yards. Carson Wentz only has 1 of them for this year. Can we start using the bust label on Carson Wentz? No, seriously. I'm being serious here.
I was laughing at Carson Wentz.
You know, I know that the people said that he played great down the stretch. He did get the victory over the Cowboys and stuff, you know, to help get them in the playoffs. But they only scored 17 points. My team was trash, okay? My quarterback was playing with the hurt shoulder and everything else. But
we were ejected because we're ready to move on for Jason Garrett.
Right, and I think the team was feeling that.
I don't think that was a smart move.
Well, that's hindsight.
But the thing is, though, Jason Garrett's not head coach material. That might be what it was.
That may be true too. These look like they're blooming again. What the heck? They literally look like them. The 2020 is crazy. I'm being serious. It's like the trees have blossoms on them. Okay, but back to Carson Wentz. Let's go through, because, you know, they'll go through and tell you how Carson Wentz can do things that, you know, other quarterbacks can. And I guess they're right, because, you know, he can be benched. Something Dak Prescott certainly can't do, right? Dak Prescott never been benched before, right? Carson Wentz can lead the NFL in turnovers. That's something that Dak Prescott can't do.
Well, he beat Tom Brady's record of most passes without turnover.
Well, yeah, and that's the flip side of the situation. But let's be. I know I'm a Cowboy fan. I'm a homer. Okay, I hate the Eagles. I revel in your misery. I enjoy when you have bad times. It makes me feel better about myself and my situation. At least I know my quarterback will come back next year, and, you know, he's definitely, you know, looking to come back. I can't say that you're looking forward to Carson Wentz coming back next year with that $30 million a year that you owe him that you can't get out from under. But let's think about this, though. The only glory days of Carson Wentz's career was 2017, his second year. A 13-game stretch that he played really well. I'm not going to take that away from him. He played really well. He played outstanding. He was one of the best quarterbacks in football right then and there. I will be 100% honest. But you look at the rookie season, which a lot of the people say, oh, I throw out the rookie season. You can't count that one. And I'm like, why can't you count that one? Because that's part of the body of work. But okay, fine. 2017, and people will say he's got a ring, but I dare say so does, what's his name? Carr. Not Derek Carr, his brother. His brother that got beat the hell out of with the Texans. He's got a ring sitting on the bench behind Eli Manning, too. Okay? And he's a freaking idiot. Nick Foles took over that team, a journeyman quarterback, and they didn't skip a beat. So was it because of all the special things that Carson Wentz did that team won? Or was that team just loaded and playing on a 4-play schedule? I'm going to say that it was circumstances, because a lot of times what happens is it's circumstances that ends up making a team a great team. A lot of teams are in the basement the year before. They get high draft picks. They end up having a softer schedule. They end up playing well, getting into playoffs with a high seed. And all of a sudden, they start shaking like crazy. All of a sudden, they win a couple of games and they're in the Super Bowl. That's the way it usually works. So if you take the year 2018, and I'm sorry, my phone is shaking like crazy. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Oh, there we go. Just hitting the car. Okay, that's better. All right. You take 2018. Carson Wentz was a pedestrian 5-6 that season. He gets hurt. Nick Foles takes him into the playoffs. And then last year, they won enough to get to the playoffs, but he got injured in the first playoff game of his career. And here's the thing, when you look at the numbers are kind of average at best. 62.7 completion percentage. 62.7. That ain't special. He's got almost 17,000 yards, okay, which comes out to about 3,200 yards a year. And he's only averaging 6.7 yards per completion. You know, they used to talk about Dak Prescott was dink and dunk, right? Dink and dunk. 6.7 yards? I'm sorry, that's shit. And I don't want to hear this stuff, well, he didn't have any weapons. He was a Super Bowl team his second year. Super Bowl team. You're telling me that literally everybody just disappeared and he was the only guy on the field? That's horseshit. And here's what's amazing here when you think about this. You know, we make fun of guys like Butt Fumble because, you know, he literally fumbled on somebody's butt. But Carson Wentz, you got to look at him with the side eye. He's got 113 TDs in his career, which is it's good. In 5 years, that's good. But he's got 50 interceptions in that 5 years. That's averaging 10 interceptions a year. And on top of it, 58 fumbles, the most amount of fumbles over the last 5 years of anybody. And I do believe that it's actually a record amount of fumbles. So what you got is 112 turnovers with 113 interceptions. As Philly 500 would say, that's ass. It's ass. And you look at that and say, is he fixable? Is he fixable? I mean, the Eagles are going to have to find a way to fix him because you can't take a $52 million dead money hit.
You got to hold him at least one more year.
You can't take a $52 million cap hit next year. That's $52 million cap hit is what you can say.
I thought it was 50.8.
Well, okay.
That's
you know, once it's over 30 for a cap hit, it don't matter if it's 50 or 50.8 or 50.2 or whatever. You're screwed because you're already over on the cap. And who in their right mind would trade for Carson Wentz in that contract? Nobody.
They'll pick him up at
Nobody. Right. I mean, yeah. You know, if you're gonna eat half that contract, maybe Frank Wright will take him with the Colts because he actually played well under Frank Wright. So yeah, I think we need to end this debate. As far as who's starting this week, Doug Peterson, who's fighting for his own job right now, is not saying who's going to be starting, which tells me that Hurts is going to be starting. Hurts will be starting probably from here on out. So, yeah. What you got to add to that? Carson Wentz sucks. That's what you got to add to that.
Where's his stats?
76 yards throwing, 3 quarters, and 4 sacks. Sorry. That sucks. And Eagles fans, don't blame me. Don't blame the messenger. Deal with the message. Your quarterback stinks. He sucks. He's awful. He's hideous. He's ass.
Weren't y'all laughing when they drafted a quarterback in the second round?
You ought to be happy that they drafted Hurts right now.
He
Hurts
actually played good.
Hurts gave you a spark.
He got 2 touchdowns in the game.
And again, 2 passes over 30 yards. That's twice as many as Carson Wentz has had all season long.
You wonder why he's getting first team reps.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We're headed back home. We'll be back. We'll be live streaming tonight with the Washington football team versus the Steelers. Hope you guys are having a great day, and we'll see you soon.